Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do the full guide for this season 111 and I will show you how to approach every single fight from 1 until 25. We are going to follow the green route on the right hand side as always, and if you do not know what team to use, you can use any team that worked for you in the past. Just change the 2 Z tier in the bench and bring them for the last 10 fight. Of course, if you don't know, the last 10 fight, the win streak bonus increased dramatically, so you get so many points compared to the first 15. It's not worth taking your Z tier in the first 15 because they will lose HP and they might die. For example, fight 25 gain you more points than fight 1 to 14 combined sometimes, and fight 24 to 25 you might double your points, so it's better to bring the Z tier at the end and not lose HP in the start. If you don't know what Z tier to use, in the route video from season 111 I've put the best one for each tag, so just put 2 in the bench and bring them for the last 10. I will tell you for each fight how many are safe to bring, and that advice will help you to determine what you want to bring. Now this is the schedule for this season. I had also a teams video that was uploaded 2 days ago if you want to watch it, and I give you some high boost team for a couple of tags. Of course you do not need to follow them, it's just for people who want very high scores, they can use them. You're also gonna have next week my gameplay video with my team, and that will be uploaded on Saturday. And in 2 days I will do a viewer team review, so some viewer will send me some teams and I will see if they are good enough or not, and I will tell them what to do, what to replace. And if you want to submit, you can do it on Twitter or Discord. The deadline is gonna be Sunday, like 6 hours after reset. Of course you're gonna need a friendship as always, so don't start early if you do not have friendship. Friendship is super important, it gives you extra stat, makes you faster, especially for your Z tier. If they are low, would advise to get them at least 5, friendship 5. And for your main team, friendship 10. That's why you do not change team from season to season, so you always have friendship, and you need just to friendship your bench. Star requirement, you need to respect it. Do not get a low star character in your team because they're gonna struggle and might die, especially below 7 star old unit, they will die. Even newer unit, they need to be above 7 star. And just pause and you can look at it right now. For equipment, like always, you're gonna need to put a C equip on everyone, a clash equip on everyone, and a third equip that depends on the type of character. You can pause and look on screen. And finally, you're gonna need coherent team. You're gonna need either a strike team or a blast team, because a lot of fight have cover changes and you need to work around them. And if you have, for example, a full strike team, you're gonna have strike attack Z abilities, so your team will do more damage. If you have a mixed team between strike and blast, you might not do as much damage as you want to. And another thing I will explain is you can switch the art of characters in battle. So in fights it will tell you to go full strike or full blast, so you come back to this part and check how to switch character. If I tell you go full blast, you're gonna change everyone to blast like that, and there will be full blast at the end. For characters that are support and defense, they are defaulted to the wrong art. For example, this Kale is defense tab, but she's more blast based, so be careful and change her to blast. For support type, they will default to strike. If you have a strike based support character, just be careful, change him to strike if needed be, but my Kale is blast, so I'll keep her blast. Caulifla is strike, but in some fight where I need to go full blast, I will change her to blast, no worries, or I will bring my champ back who is blast based. But for the gameplay it's gonna be next week with my team, so check that out if you want to see how they do in battle. Now let's get to fight number 1. We're gonna start with a simple one on the right hand side, and it's gonna be this one. There is 4 red enemies. If you can bench your yellows, please do it, or just bench the weak yellow unit, because a couple of red attack can hurt a little bit even if they are super weak. What I do is take the Tapion first. He can remove gauge turn 2. It's the first fight, you're not gonna have too much gauge, but still worth it. You're gonna take it and it's annoying. Second is gonna be either Rildo or Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku can gain damage buff turn 2. Rildo can debuff HP restore when he attacks someone, and it's just for 1 turn, but still a bit of inconvenience. Most of the time I take Rildo because he's super slow and I can eliminate him fast enough. If you have a lot of blue units, take them to this fight. You're gonna steamroll 2 units to start of turn 1. and they're gonna be eliminated before they attack. Then after you take Super Saiyan for Goku, then you're gonna have this 3 unit at the end. If you have a lot of green unit, I would advise to take the EX so he doesn't do too much damage. If you have a lot of yellow unit, take Boo, then Baby, and finish with the EX Yellow Goku. If you have a lot of green, you do EX Yellow Goku, Boo, then Baby. Now let's get to fight number 2, which is the Ginyu Force 1. For this season, this fight specifically, you do not need to change Full Blast if you have a strike team, because this Recoome and Gildo cannot cover the tag G Sunburter, and you're gonna take the tag G Sunburter first, so we don't worry about their covers. G Sunburter, they do not tag switch until they attack type disadvantage, so if you have fast blue, they will attack them and eliminate them very easily, no worries. Second is gonna be the yellow Goku. He can debuff turn 3, so we take him second before he does that and try to eliminate him before the end of turn 2. Third is gonna be the Recoome and Gildo. Then we're gonna take the tag EX unit. Fifth is gonna be the EX Red Frieza. He's supporting when you attack him, and he's tankier than the EX Krillin and Gohan, so we take him very late. Then after that, at the end, we take the Ginyu, who can revive and has 2 HP bar, so he takes too long to eliminate, and you can use the attack on others, so we take him late and try to Rising Rush him. Let's recap. We take the G Sunburter first, second is gonna be the yellow Goku, then the Recoome and Gildo, after that the EX Krillin and Gohan, fifth is Frieza, and at the end we're gonna take the Ginyu. Now let's get to fight number 3. The targeting for this fight is gonna be different depending on the type of team you have. If you have a full blast or full strike team, I would go Almond first if you have a full blast team, Kiawai first if you have a full strike team. If you have a mixed team and you cannot switch, take Kiawai first anyway. She debuffs turn 2 and we try to avoid that. Almond is super fast and does the most damage in this team. He also could cover blast and he could super later on like turn 3 or 4, so we take him in the first 2. Then third is gonna be the Roses Sparking Yellow one, and he debuffs on attack, or he stacks damage on attack, sorry, and he does the most damage of the remaining Roses and 21. Fourth is gonna be either purple 21 or the red Roses, sorry. If you have a lot of yellow, I would try to take the purple 21. If you have a lot of blue unit, you take the Rose, so you can eliminate as fast as possible. Fifth is gonna be the EX Rose. He can debuff when you attack him, and he'll heal himself, so we try to attack him fifth and take him very late. And sixth is gonna be the order between Rose and 21, depending on who you took last. Now let's go to fight number 4, which is gonna be this one, the Tree Fister, and it's super easy one. You take the Piccolo first, then the Trunks second. Unless you have fast green unit or fast purple unit, you're gonna take the Trunks, then the Piccolo. Third is gonna go with the green Gohan. Then fourth is gonna be either the Gotenks or the yellow Goku. The yellow Goku can nullify blast. The Gotenks is the tankiest of them all. So if you have a full strike team, I would advise the Goku 4th and Gotenks 6th. If you have a lot of blue unit, maybe take the yellow Goku 4th and Gotenks 6th, because you're gonna take long to attack or kill. If you have a lot of purple unit, take the Gotenks 4th and the yellow Goku 6th. And 5th is gonna be the purple Great Saiyaman. Now let's go to fight number 5, which is gonna be the one above here, and it's a 4 fist. Pretty simple. You take the green Naval first because he support allies and he gonna give them more damage, so we take him first. Second is gonna be Frieza. He gets too much support from Dodoria, Zarbon, and all the others, so we take him second, and he's gonna do considerable damage because of that. And third is gonna be the Raspberry, who's the red one, so he supports too, and he does the most damage after the two at the start. Fourth is gonna be either Dodoria and Zarbon, and the other is gonna go fifth. And last is gonna be Apul. He supports, but we are eliminating all the hard hitters at the start, so we can take him at the end because he's the tankiest with 30% damage cut. Now let's get to fight number 6, which is gonna be the one here. First is gonna be the Whis, because he does the most damage and he's stun turn 2. Then after that, Red Golden Frieza, he does the most damage after Whis. Third is gonna be Golden Frieza. Unless you have a full strike team, you can do Vegeta, then Golden Frieza. If you have a full blast on mixed team, you do Golden Frieza, and after that you do the Goku, and fifth is gonna be the Sashimi, and you finish with Vegeta. The only difference is if you have a full strike team, you probably take Vegeta third, then Golden Frieza, Sashimi, and you finish with Goku. Now let's get to fight number 7, which is gonna be the one here above. It's not the easiest, but it's not super difficult because it's only a 3 fist. And what I would advise to this fight is, if you have 1 or 2 Saiyan in your team, bench them because this guy can debuff the entire team strike defense, and that's permanent, so it's gonna be a little bit annoying. If you cannot bench them, that's fine, it's not a big problem. Now another thing is you need to go full blast. There is 4 strike cover in this team, and they're gonna stop you every 2 seconds if you have a strike team, plus there is 2 stuns. So if you do not eliminate fast enough, you're gonna get stunned too, and you're gonna have up to 6 attack nullified, which is super bad, and you will take too much damage. Now, you take the Ultra Broly first because he can stun turn 2, you take the Red Broly second because he can stun turn 3, does the most damage, and transform turn 3. After that, you're gonna take the Green DBS Broly third, he's the most annoying of the remaining 4, and 4 to 6 is gonna be this 3 on the top, and it's gonna depend on the type of team you are using. If you have a lot of purple unit, I would advise the Sparking Yellow last. If you have a lot of red unit, I would advise the blue Broly last, because you're gonna take too long to eliminate, and the EX Yellow Broly is gonna go 5th. That's basically it. Now let's get to fight number 8, which is gonna be this one. We've done it before, but let me recap. You basically go either full blast or full strike. If you have a full blast team, you take Almond first. If you have a full strike team, you take KOA first, and the other is gonna go second. Third is the Sparking Yellow Goku Black. Fourth is gonna be either the Red Rose or the Purple 21. If you have a lot of yellow, I would advise Purple 21 fourth and the Red Rose 6th. And fifth is gonna be the EX Rose. If you have a lot of blue unit, probably take Red Rose 4th and the Purple 21 6th. And that's basically it. Now let's get to fight number 9, which is gonna be this one. My advice is bench yellows if possible for this fight. There is 3 red unit. You're gonna take a lot of damage from the reds, and you're gonna take too long to eliminate them. If you can bench yellows, it would be welcome. Blue unit are gonna be pretty good in this fight. What you're gonna do is take Roshi first, then the 21 second. Third is gonna be either the Superhero Gohan or Rosie. If your team does decent damage, you take Superhero Gohan, and Rosie is gonna go 6th. If your team lacks a lot of damage, you're gonna take Rosie 3rd and Superhero Gohan 6th. 4th is gonna be Great Saiyaman regardless. He loses his damage cut turn 3, so we take him a little bit later on. And 5th is gonna be the EX Android, who has some death buff. Now let's recap. We do Roshi 21, then Superhero Gohan if your team does decent damage. If it lacks a lot of damage, you're gonna do Rosie 3rd and Superhero Gohan, you're gonna go 6th. Then after that, we're gonna do the Great Saiyaman 4th. 5th is gonna be the EX Android, and Rosie is gonna go at the end. Now let's get to the next fight, which is gonna be number 10. It's a little different from fight number 2. There is no Sparking Ginyu and no Yellow Goku, so it's much easier. Plus it's a 3-fister. What you do is you do G-Sand Berter first, then second is gonna be Rokuman Gildo, third is the Sparking Goku Ginyu, fourth is gonna be the EX Berter, 5 to 6 is gonna be either the Gildo and Ginyu or Ginyu then Gildo. It doesn't matter too much. Now let's get to fight number 11, which is the one above here. But before, avoid putting weak character on the middle row and middle column, because you're gonna have the Urine who debuffs 15% defense and 30% HP restore, so your unit will take more damage and heal less. So just put the strongest and tankiest unit in the middle column or middle row. All the weakest unit, put them in the fourth corner like that. Now let's get to the fight guide. Yahweh is gonna go first. She can cover and she can debuff turn 2, so eliminate her as fast as possible. Second and third is gonna be Urine or Brian, and the other is gonna go third. Both of them can debuff turn 3, so we try to eliminate them before the end of turn 2. I wouldn't advise too many red units in this fight because Brian is tanky and she takes too long to eliminate. Maybe a couple of green are gonna be useful and a couple of purples too. Fourth is gonna be the Vados. Fifth is gonna be the 18, and last is gonna be the Scale, who loses her buffs and damage cut when allies dies. Now let's get to fight number 12. But before, do not put anyone in the top row because the Nabana is gonna debuff a lot of defense, 15% turn 1, 30% turn 2, and he's gonna debuff also this spot specifically. So put your tankiest unit in this spot, which is gonna be Kaba for me, and put all your other unit in the other spot apart from the top one where the Nabana debuff are happening. For this season specifically, you can take the yellow Monray before the sparking green Amon, because this Monray is not getting covered this season by the Amon. So we take Monray first because he can debuff 15% defense and 25% HP restore every turn he's alive, start of turn, and that's active for one turn, so eliminate him first, and he's not doing it turn 2, 3, and 4. Second is gonna be the Amon. Third is gonna be the Nabana. Fourth is gonna be the Shugash here. Fifth and sixth is gonna be either Thouser or Vegeta. It doesn't matter too much. Now let's get to fight number 13, which is the first super hard one this season. For this one, I would advise to go full blast because there is 2 strike cover and we want to avoid them. And we're gonna need to take this Butang first because of the super, so taking too many cover is gonna be annoying. If you cannot go full blast and you have a heavy strike team, go full strike and you're gonna take 2 cover instead of 1. A full blast team is not gonna take only the evil Boo one. Now for the targeting, you're gonna take Butangs first, he's super turn 1. I would advise to take a couple of green or non-red units that are fast enough and can eliminate Butangs. He has 2481 key recovery, so try to take a fast unit for this fight. And after that, second is gonna be Ultra Kid Buu, he does the most damage. Third is gonna be either the Buhan or the Super Buu. If you have a high damaging team with a lot of supers, you're gonna take Super Buu before he stun turn 3. If you do not have a high damaging team, you take Buhan because you're gonna take the stun anyway from the Super Buu, and he's gonna go fourth. Fifth is gonna be Kid Buu, and last is gonna be Evil Buu. Now let's get to fight number 14. But before, you need to know about the debuffs for this fight. You have the Bonnie Bulma who debuffs the top row damage, so you will do less damage for this fight, and it's gonna be very annoying. And you have the urine debuff, which are most impactful because they debuff defense, HP restore, so you're gonna take more damage, and heal death if you take the urine debuffs. And for that, she's gonna debuff the middle row and the middle colon. So don't put weak unit on the middle row and the middle colon, unit that take a lot of damage, put them in the 4 corner. Also don't put character that do low damage on the top row because they're gonna be debuffed even more. So you're gonna take urine first and avoid her debuffing turn 3. She starts debuffing again turn 3. For the key recovery here, it's not really reflective. I'm using 20% of the max Z ability for Hercule. He's only a 5-star, so I think he's gonna have only 5% key, so they're gonna be slower. Doesn't matter too much. But yeah, you take urine first. Second is gonna be the Videl. Videl gain some damage cut turn 3, so she's gonna be tankier, so we eliminate her before that. Third is gonna be either the Mai or the Bulma. Bulma can debuff damage, so probably take Bulma for third, and Mai does more damage than the Bulma, so one of them is gonna go third and the other fourth. Fifth is gonna be Hercule. Hercule again some buff and debuff when he goes below 50% HP, so we take him later on. And sixth is gonna be the Yamcha, who can nullify a blast and he takes longer to eliminate, so we take him at the very end. Now let's get to fight number 15, which is gonna be this one. You start bringing your Z tier now because the boost is gonna increase dramatically. For this fight, only one Z tier because it's a pretty hard one regardless, so don't take any weak Z tier, take the strongest you have and it's gonna be fine. For this fight, you take Goku Bardock first, then Giblet second, unless you have some character that supers turn 1 and they are above 2600 key recovery, you're gonna take the Goku Bardock, then the Giblet. Now, if you want to know how someone supers, basically if you have above 97% gauge, they're probably gonna super. Even above 96% gauge, they're probably gonna super. And if they're faster than 2600 key recovery, I would take the Giblet before the Goku Bardock. You also have characters that gain gauge turn 1. For example, the Angel Gordon Frieza. He's gonna super turn 1 and he's faster than Goku Bardock, so you're gonna take them second in that case. Third is gonna be the Red Saiyan, and after that is gonna be 4 to 6 with this 3 character. They don't do too much damage. Most of the time I'd advise Zaha, then I will go with Charlotte, then Bulma. They are not the most annoying characters. Now let's get to fight number 16, which is gonna be this one. One Z tier is enough. This fight doesn't hit so hard, but they're pretty tanky, so you're gonna take a long time to eliminate. So we take only one Z tier. We do not need two for this one. Don't put anyone in the bottom row because you have Blue Zamasu who is debuffing 10% defense and 20% HP restore every turn he's alive, and we're gonna take him last, so don't put anyone for the debuffs. Now let's get to the fight guide. So you're gonna take the red Tapion first. He removes special gauge to a random character you have turn 2. For example, if they have 80% gauge, he will put it to 0 and they want super. Second is gonna be the yellow Tapion. He debuffs 20% defense and 30 key to all your character every turn he's alive. He does it start of turn and it lasts for 1 turn. If you do not care about special gauge removal, you can take the yellow Tapion before the red one. It's fine, it doesn't matter too much. You're just gonna avoid the debuff, and take less hits or less damage from it. Third is gonna be the EX Zamasu. He doesn't do too much, but he's less tanky than the other 3. Fourth is gonna be the red Zamasu, who is pretty tanky, but the other 2 can debuff defense when you attack them. Fifth is gonna be the Tapion, and sixth is gonna be the blue Zamasu. He's the tankiest of them all. He can also heal himself when you attack, so you try to rising rush him. Now let's get to fight number 17. Bring 2 Z tier, super easy one, only a 3 fist, so doesn't matter too much, you won't take too much damage from it. Same as always, you're gonna go either full blast or full strike. If you have a full blast team, you take Amon first, then Kiaowei second. If you have a full strike team, you take Kiaowei first, then Amon the second. Third is gonna be the yellow sparking Rose. He does the most damage of the remaining character. Fourth is gonna be either red Rose or the purple 21. If you have a lot of yellow, I'd advise purple 21 fourth and red Rose sixth. If you have a lot of blue, you will do a red Rose, then purple 21 at the end. And fifth is gonna be the EX yellow Rose. Now let's get to fight number 18, which is gonna be this one. I would advise only one Z tier, even if it's not the hardest fight. They can take some damage, so let's play it safe. It's only fight 18. And for the targeting, you're gonna do the purple Trunks first. He can cover rescue, so we take him first. If you can go full blast, I would advise it because there is one strike cover. But if you can't, it's not a big problem, it's just one cover. Second is gonna be the tag Vegeta and Trunks. They do the most damage, they are the most annoying enemy. Third is gonna be the blue Trunks, the LL. He does the most damage after the tag unit. Fourth is gonna be either the Mai or the Trunks and Mai. I would advise Mai. Maybe you eliminated so fast this 3 character, you can eliminate her before turn 3, which I doubted, but it's possible, so we take her fourth. Fifth is gonna be the assist unit, and six is gonna be the Rage Trunks. He's the tankiest character of the enemies. And after that we're gonna go to fight number 19, and for this one you can bring 2 Z tier, no problem. It's a super easy one, and we've done it before. What you do is you take the Whis first. Second is gonna be the red Frieza. He does the most damage after Whis. Third is gonna be the golden Frieza. Unless you have a full strike team, you can take the Vegeta before the Frieza. And if you do not have a full strike team, you take Frieza, then Goku, Sashimi, and Vegeta at the end. If you have a full strike team, you take Whis, golden Frieza, the red one, then the Vegeta, again golden Frieza, Sashimi, and Goku at the end. Now let's get to fight number 20, which is gonna be this one. For this fight you can bring 2 Z tier unless one of them is low HP. Maybe you benched him and you can get unlucky and he will take a lot of damage. But if you can also bench Saiyans and Hybrid, it would be advised because this guy can debuff. However, if you cannot, it's fine. What we're gonna do is take him first anyway and stop him from debuffing and doing the most damage. Second is gonna be Green Baby, then third is gonna be the yellow Vegeta. You take the yellow Vegeta second only if you have a lot of supers turn 1 and you have high damaging red unit, you take him second. Otherwise you take the Green Baby, then the yellow Vegeta, because you're gonna have one less attack and you probably cannot kill 2 in turn 1, so Green Baby is more optimal as second. Fourth is gonna be Super Saiyan 3, fifth is the EX Baby, and last is gonna be the Majub, who is tanky, and the debuff when he goes below 60% HP. Now let's get to fight number 21, it's super easy. You can bring 2 Z tier, it's the same as fight 19. This type of fights gives so much points, so get as much boost as possible. Now we're gonna take Whis first as always. Second is gonna be the red golden Frieza. Third is gonna be the green golden Frieza. Unless you have a full strike team, you take Vegeta third, and the Goku is gonna go last. If you have a full blast or mixed team, you take green golden Frieza third, then the Goku, Sashimi, and you finish with Vegeta. Full strike team, you do the Whis, golden Frieza, the red one, then Vegeta, green golden Frieza, Sashimi, then Goku. Now let's get to fight number 22, which is gonna be a tree fist, and it's a pretty difficult one, but don't worry too much. Since it's just a tree fist, you can eliminate quickly before they attack too much, and you can breeze through it. They are not max level, they are not as tanky. Still, I would advise only one Z tier, because you're gonna need to kill quickly, and the Z tier can stop you in that. And I would advise only the healthier Z tier, not the one low HP. But before, there is a debuff area you need to avoid. Don't put anyone in the middle row, because there is heavy debuffs for defense from the new LL cell, so we don't put anyone in the middle row. There is still debuff in the top and bottom row, but it's not as much as the middle one, of course. For targeting, you go full blast or full strike, it's a must. There is too many cover, and going either full blast or full strike, you're gonna get covered only once using the targeting on screen. You're gonna also bench as many Sound Farm and Saiyan as you can, because this purple cell gets extra damage and extra key per Saiyan and Sound Farm. The yellow free-to-play cell get extra damage versus Saiyan and Hybrid. The revival get extra damage versus Saiyan and Hybrid. The yellow other one also get extra damage. The old purple one get extra damage. So they're gonna take a lot of damage from them. If you have a weak Z tier that is Saiyan and Sound Farm, you can bench him. I would advise to do so. For targeting, full blast or full strike, you take the purple new LL cell first and the red one second, or the other way around. The purple new LL cell does the most damage, he also debuffs, so we take him as early as we can. And the red transforming one can transform turn 3, he gets super tanky and does more damage, so we take him before the end of turn 2. Third is gonna be the yellow free-to-play cell, he can debuff blast damage every turn he's alive, so we take him third. Fourth is gonna be the yellow old cell, he can cover only the purple old cell, so we take him fourth. The purple old cell is gonna go fifth, and the revival is gonna go sixth because it takes too long to kill. Now let's get to fight number 23. I would advise to bring both Z tier to this fight. It's super easy, so you're gonna maximize your point. And what we're gonna do is take the Bulma first. She can cover, support and everything, so we take her first. Second is gonna be Vegeta. Now if your team does a lot of damage, or you have slow blue unit, you take the red Saiyan before Vegeta. If your team doesn't, you take Vegeta before the red Saiyan, so you can eliminate 2 before turn 1, and the red Saiyan you can target him turn 2, no problem. Fourth is gonna be Zaha, he can support, and he's the most annoying among the 3 remaining. Fifth is gonna be Charlotte, and last is gonna be Nappa, who doesn't do too much. Now let's get to fight number 23, or 24, sorry, which is the one before the last. We've done it before. I would advise to bring the 2 Z tier here, even if one is low HP, because this fight is easier than fight 25, and fight 25 you're gonna need strong units, so the Z tier are gonna be more optimal in this one. I would advise to bring them both. And what you're gonna do is, if you have a full blast team, you take Amon first, then Kyoei second. If you have a full strike, you take Kyoei, then Amon. I would advise to go either full blast or full strike. Third is gonna be the yellow sparking Rose, he does the most damage. And fourth is gonna be either the red Rose or the purple 21, and the other is gonna go last. Now if you have low HP units that are yellow, I would advise to take the red Rose now actually fourth, because you don't want them to kill him. If you have low HP units that are green, I would advise to take the purple 21 4, and the other is gonna go 5. If your team is super healthy, you have a lot of blue, you take red Rose 4 and purple 21 6. If you have a lot of yellow, you take purple 21 4 and the red Rose 6. And fifth is gonna be the yellow Rose regardless. Now let's get to fight 25, which is the hardest and last fight of this TOP. This fight, they hit super hard and they're super tanky. It's very hard to eliminate with the revival unit who has 2 lives, this Gotenks who takes no damage, and you're gonna have the 2 LL or 3 LLs that take less damage than the normal sparking, so you probably need to go full strength. Don't bring your Z tier if they're low HP, Don't bring a very weak Z tier. Maybe don't bring Z tier at all if they're almost dead. Bring only ones that are healthy, or maybe one that is healthy in that case, or it's a very strong Z tier, for example the Red Saiyan, who is pretty good in battle. Now for the targeting, you need to go full blast, it's a must. There is too many strike cover, there is up to 4 strike cover, so we need to go full blast, and there is only 1 blast cover that we can tank, that's fine. What we're gonna do is a blue beast Gohan first, then second is gonna be the red beast Gohan, or the Gamma, one of them, and the other is gonna go third. Most likely the red beast Gohan, then the Gamma. Fourth is gonna be either the Red Ribbon Army Piccolo or the Gotenks, and the other is gonna go fifth, depending on your team. Sixth is gonna be Orange Piccolo. He revive, he take too long to eliminate, so we take him sixth and last, and we try to rise and rush him. That's basically it. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. My own gameplay is gonna be next Saturday, and if you are using the same team, you can wait for that. I hope you do well in this TOP. Good luck, goodbye, and have a nice one.